and gentlemen, it is an honor to be choosing among my fellow students to introduce this important program. This program consists of some adventures, recitation, news from the press club, and testimony. Ladies and gentlemen, your program.
Thank you. So we go exactly what are some of the activities of the program.
NCF was launched in 2018 in response to the high rate of out-of-school children in Grand Bassa County, Liberia. The program aims to provide quality primary education to disadvantaged and out-of-school children through an accelerated learning model. The program was initiated following a community-based survey in Buchanan City in 2018, revealing that 4 out of every 10 children were out of school. A public call for enrollment resulted in an overwhelming 400 plus applications for just 50 available slots, confirming the urgent need for intervention. The program intended to start up just for 50 students. Applications coming forth from other school youth, other school children and their parents took it up to 400 plus persons. The pilot phase started with 75 children, 3 trained facilitators, and 1 meal per day feeding program. Since its inception, over 300 children have received education through Speed School, with more than 158 successfully transitioning to formal schooling. Additionally, 58 students have received scholarships from the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation and its partners in support of continued education. It is interesting to note, ladies and gentlemen here, that 56% of the 5-year enrollments are all girls. Our Speed School program is designed and rolled out as follows to increase access and retention of out-of-school children in quality primary education, to provide high-quality education through a 10-month accelerated learning program focusing on literacy and numeracy skills, learning how to learn efficiently, and transitioning to age-appropriate formal grades. Target beneficiaries: children aged 8 to 14 who have never attended school or have dropped out of school for at least 2 years. Vulnerable communities with high numbers of out-of-school children, low-income families unable to afford formal schooling, and teachers, facilitators who are trained and employed by NYONBLEE CARES Foundation. The program implementation and partnership in 2018, NYONBLEE CARES Foundation partnered with Luminous Fund, an international NGO, to train program facilitators and staff. The program includes or involves community mobilization and stakeholder engagement, student and facilitator recruitment, provision of teaching materials, facilitators' salaries, and feeding for students. Challenges and growth the program has encountered so far. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 temporarily disrupted operations and impacted students and families. However, with Senator Nyonblee Karnga-Lawrence's personal funding, Speed School has remained resilient, expanding across 8 communities with 10 classes over the past 4 academic years. This reflection is entirely incomplete without recognizing Emma L. Gray and Andra Edwards Educational Scholarship that sponsor 50 Speed School students. Where are we now? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say We have set an ambitious goal for 2025, specifically for Speed School. We hope to enroll at least 40% of the overall enrollment over the 5 years. What does that mean? This means, yeah, you can clap for that. Thank you. This means we hope to have at least 4 classes, 30 students per class, at a program cost of $150 per student, for a total student count of 120 just for Buchanan and its environs. To sponsor the class, a lover of children's education will donate just $5,000 for our 10-month operation. Thanks to Luminous Fund, our long-standing partner for committing to supply us the revised curriculum, and to train our teachers. Speed School is more than an educational initiative. It is a movement of hope, ensuring that no child is left behind in the fight against illiteracy in Liberia. This is the time that the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation Speed School program expand to more communities, to more districts, and I should say to more counties. Together, we can extend and expand the care that never stops. Thank you.
You can just do more than that. You can just do more than that. I want to say many thanks to the
over the time, we have had the opportunity to travel to the United States for our robotics competition sponsored by Senator Nyonblee Karnga-Lawrence. And with our support, we have them moving on. In 2019, we went for a competition and then we won an Inspire Award. And that award, in 2019, we won an Inspire Award. And with that, it served as a milestone in our career. And the NYONBLEE Care Foundation have also been pushing us through our career. Later, we went to Ghana to a company called Fortress, which is also went to oil and gas and also robotics. They are also went to robotics. And then, with the support of Senator Nyonblee, we were able to move to Ghana, and then we completed an internship where we were staying in Ghana for a year. We completed the internship, was able to get a certificate for 1 year.
They are just some of STEM beneficiaries. There are a lot of STEM beneficiaries. Unfortunately, they are not here right now. Currently speaking, we have 4 STEM beneficiaries in the U.S. right now. We have one of them in Rwanda currently studying, and the rest, they are out of the country right now. But let me emphasize on this. 2017, 2018, when I entered the worldwide mission with NYONBLEE Care Foundation, at the time, I didn't know how to even navigate anything on a smartphone. At the time, I knew nothing about what a smartphone was, what it does, and things like that. But after I entered the school, I started learning robotics, I went to the US for a program, came back. I later moved to Ghana for an internship. To my utmost surprise, we started doing things we never imagined. We started building ROV robots with the company we went to do the internship with. Imagine a Liberian student in Bassa County that never knew about smartphone, moving to Ghana doing an ROV robot, building high-tech robots that move on the water for oil and water inspection, that move on the sea for inspection of pipes. Can you imagine that? It was through the same program that I have a career now pursuing. At the time, I didn't even know. If anyone asked me, all I could say, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a pilot. But right now, with the STEM, I know my way forward, and I can see the path very clearly. So I just want to appreciate Senator Nyonblee Karnga so much for all the work. You know, these days, it is very, very hard to find a person like her. From 2016 to now, for you to find a person continuously sponsoring students with a personal money to see the benefit of children coming up is very difficult. She doesn't have a help. She's doing it all alone. And not a day she has complained. And one of the most things that surprised me, I'm sorry to retrospect, but after the death of her husband, we all were not expected to move again to the US for another program. Our work was dead. We even discussed among ourselves that we were like comrades sitting and then we were saying our program is over. But after a few times, she called again and sent us back. It was very inspiring. I just want to say thank you to Senator Nyonblee. And we promise it's not going to be involved, but she's going to see what she keeps pushing. She's going to see out of us. And I'm happy for these young scholars that are coming up. And I pray that they continue to focus because they are creating a help. Thank you.
I'm
Introduction of the guest speaker from the day. Five guests, government officials, my fellow graduates, parents, siblings, ladies and gentlemen. The person choosing to speak to us today is a mother, and as children we know what a mother's love is. It is because of a mother's love that we have peaceful today. Mothers care for us, guide us, and want the best for us. Our great impact in both healthcare and education. She is one of us. She comes from Grand Bassa County. She is highly educated, holding a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and a Bachelor of Arts in Educational Leadership. She is also a strong and hardworking professional. She served as the Senior Program Manager in Global Safeguarding Lead at Liberia. For caring, she is a neglected mother and wife. She balances her work and family with love and care. She is also a committed leader in pushing about improving healthcare and education in Liberia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce to you our guest speaker for the 5th graduation exercise of the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation C-School Program, Ms. Karnga-Lawrence. Please join me in sending and giving a warm round of applause as we welcome our speaker for today.
The hall is so packed and I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because when you look at the platform guests and you look at the people that sit here at the front, they are distinguished people from this county, if I'm not mistaken. And so to be here today and stay in front of 90% of Bassa people being a Bassa woman, it's actually an honor. I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for taking your time to be here. Thank you to our parents, our friends, our well-wishers, the graduating class. We want to say welcome. I'm not going to take a long time here because kids will only stay focused for 15 to 20 minutes. And so before the room gets noisy, I want to say I bring you greetings from my family. My husband was very shocked when he heard I was coming here. But being from Grand Bassa, both mother and father, and married to a Grand Bassa man, it is an honor for me to talk to these young people today. But it's also a good thing to hear what the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation does in Liberia, especially in Grand Bassa. The data for Liberia shows that about 16 to 20% of school-aged children are out of school in Liberia. It means that there are too many young people between the ages of 6 to 14 years that are not in school, which is very sad. Because when we leave from here tomorrow, the people that are supposed to replace us are the people who are not in school. And right now you are in Buchanan, you are not seeing the impact, but go to the rural areas. When you will notice that young people, very young children, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 15, 16 have never sat in a classroom. Now this is what the Ministry of Education is trying to solve. Because the ministry does not have the capacity to take all these children from our communities and place them in schools, our partners, NYONBLEE CARES Foundation, Luminous Fund, they are doing their best to help these children to incorporate into traditional school. So what they do is that they take them through an accelerated learning program like the one that NYONBLEE CARES Foundation is doing, and then transition them to government schools to continue learning. So these children you see here today, majority of them will be first-generation learners. They will be the first children in their household that have never sat in a classroom. And so I want you to stand on your feet and give a huge round of applause to the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation. The reason you are giving them a hand of applause is not because funds. It is because somebody somewhere thought that if we don't have to support the children in this county, a few years from now, there will be no senator coming from this county. A few years from now, there will be no representative coming out of this county. A few years from now, there will be no minister of education coming out of this county. And so the fact that the president thought about it and Senator Lawrence thought about it, that we need to support these kids. Because when I am dead and gone, somebody needs to replace me. And the legacy will live on. That is why you see these children are here today in gowns. They are beautifully seated and their parents are proud of them because somebody thought about it. Many other partners are working in the field of education and they are supporting all of school children. But yet and still, children in Yani behind the Cestus River have never gotten a chance to attend formal school. Now your children are here in Grand Bassa, right in Buchanan, and they have a chance to go to school. That should make you proud. They should bring you to a place to say, a NYONBLEE CARES Foundation can take children through a 10-month learning program and transition them to government school. I can also support a child, and we'll talk about that at the end of this speech. So briefly, I want to talk about something, and I just want to say, don't give up. That is our topic for today, don't give up. I first want to address this to our children. When I came, I started to shake their hands and I could see the excitement in your faces. And I asked them whether they were happy, and all of them shouted yes, they were happy. The reason they are happy is because today they are in these gowns and they are seated here and they are being celebrated. What happens after they leave here? Some of them will decide not to go back to school. Some of them will be brainwashed and say, you finish learning plenty book, don't go back to school. Some of them will decide to stay home because their mothers refuse to pay their way to go to school. Some of them will decide not to go to school because they get recess to go to school. I want to tell all of you that are seated here today that as you sit here and we are celebrating you, it is a chance for you to continue to go to school. Do you understand me? I want you to know that everything you need to succeed is inside of you. If you want to be a senator, it's inside of you. You want to be the next minister of education, it's inside of you. You want to be a nurse like me, it's inside of you. You want to be a teacher, an educator, it's here. Your willpower is there, and you need to make time to go to school. Even if you don't have food to eat, go to school. You will be able to afford food tomorrow. I tell you, there were days that I never sugar cane. Maybe that is why I'm on diabetic today, but I ate sugar cane too much. Because we didn't have food to eat, so sugar cane was the order of the day, and I tell you, sugar cane are food. So today, as big as I am, I still plant sugar cane in my yard, and somebody will say, why? I said, because it's sugar cane that got me in life today. Sugar cane. That is what we used to survive on. We didn't have food to eat. I would walk from Kawa Mission Junction, those of you that know Monrovia, to behind Joseph Baka House, Captain Maguire School. That was the distance I walked every day to go to school. Until my heels were cracked. Because I had a scholarship and I needed to maintain the scholarship. And if I had not gone there, I would not go to school. My mother clearly told me, I don't have money. If you don't go to that school that are sending you on scholarship, you will not go to school. I will walk that distance every morning and evening. At some point, leash. Those of you that know Cooper Farm Road, there was so much water and leash stuck on my skin. And I didn't know it was leash. I was ignorant. I went home and I was crying and she looked at me and said, and my mother cried at me. She like, oh, for my children to let go, leash stuck on my daughter's skin. But that is what we went through to be where we are today. And so I'm telling you, when you encouraging you students that as you leave, most of you have between 10 to 15 years and come to the director. You can understand what I'm saying. You understand every word I'm speaking to you. Everything you need to succeed is within you. Don't let nobody take that right from you. That right to go to school. It is your right. Go to school, become somebody tomorrow, because when you go to school, your parents will be proud of you. We will be proud of you. When we are gone, we are dead and gone, somebody will be able to replace us. And so as we lie down in our caskets, we'll be excited that people like you are taking over for us. Don't give up. Don't let nobody fool you. Go to school. Now I want to talk to our parents. The reason I like to deal with my own Bassa people is because I myself am a Bassa woman. And I have seen firsthand what our Bassa mothers and fathers do. We do not give credence to education at all in this county. I established a school in my community. My community is 95% Bassa. But you know what? I can beg the people to send their children to school. We have programs running here in Grand Bassa. And I tell you for sure that we can beg the parents to send their children to free school. Free school. Minister Abakanga is my witness. When you go for parent engagement meeting, the parents tell you, and for only 3 days the child will be coming to school because you will follow me 2 days on the farm. I have organizations working in this county, and they have told us that Grand Bassa is one of the hardest counties to work in. You know why? Because we don't prioritize the things we're supposed to prioritize. We are sowing 25 suits to go for a conference at the end of the year, but we can't put our children in school. We prefer to swallow gumbo with fresh fish on the beach, but we don't have to get money to pay our children's school fee in Bassa. It has to stop. You see other people's children for other counties are becoming ministers and senators, and they are becoming doctors, and you are proud of them. What happens to us? Why are we prioritizing other things over education? The life you prepare for your children tomorrow will speak for them. So it's better you prepare them today that you will be proud of. For all of us these days, we are waiting for scholarship. How many children can the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation support in a year? They depend on funding that donors have to give them money. We have to support them to run this program. However, the other children that do not have the privilege to be here today, and they are your children, what happens to the future? Are you waiting for another organization to come and support them? Are you waiting for somebody else to take money from their pocket and send your children to school? Who is going to send your children to school if you don't get serious to take them to school? I have a small Bassa church near my house, Senator. When it's time for conference, when you see those Bassa people teaching and apostles, they got one laptop for the morning session, they got one for the afternoon, they got one for the evening, and the earring is going with the slippers and the handbag.
That's true.
Then the question I ask myself is, are they doing the same for their children? What life do you intend to live in the next few years if you do not send your kids to school? Liberia is getting to a place, and even the world is getting to a place where if you don't know how to read and write, people don't come to you. People are not judged by the way they speak, what they write, what they say. If you get to a place and you even to the bank and you don't speak good English, they push you aside. Or you can't feel bad from going outside, man. That is where we are going. So what will happen to your children tomorrow if you don't want to support them in school? Parents, don't give up. It's going to be a tough journey. There will be days you will not have money to give your children to eat. Don't give up. There will be days that transportation will be the order of the day. Don't give up. There will be days that you have to wake up 6 a.m. to get your children ready for school. Don't give up. Because you are investing in a future. You don't know what that future is going to hold. You could be raising the next president in your home. You could be raising the next senator in your home. You could be raising the next nurse in your home. The next surgeon for this nation in your home. But it begins if you are able to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and get your kids ready for school. I want to admonish our parents here that the beginning may look small, but the latter end will be great.
Amen.
And so you start investing now. I tell you, my mother had 4 children and we suffered. I suffered. Some of the stories we have to explain, we tell you, will not leave from here today. But today, she's able to go to the US and come back like you're going to play. And sometimes I love that. I look at her, I say, oh, are you really enjoying now? She said, yeah, but I suffer with you. I said, yes, you suffer, so you must enjoy. That is what parents must look at. Look at the bigger picture. Don't look at today. Don't look at the latches you're going to put on your eyes. Forget about the meals you're going to face. Forget about the old house that you're living in. Let your kids go to school. Sacrifice to send them to school. You will not regret it. It's an investment for the future. Those of you here that are not sending your kids to school, it is a disgrace. It is embarrassing. When you leave from here, make a decision. Second semester just started. Send your children to school. What is 1,000 So meaning all the children that graduate 6th grade, they still right there, they don't go beyond. Unless they cross the water and come to South Africa to go to school. This is your chance to make use of the opportunity you have. I want to say to the Nyonblee Cares Foundation, don't give up. There will be days that people will tell you that you eating money like dollars and money for this country for education, don't give up. There will be days that you need the negative publicity will be in the newspaper and when Nyonblee Cares Foundation, don't give up. You are doing this for a cause. The history will record this as I'm saying it today. That even though she's not around, but this is what she did. And the records will be there, and that history will be told from generation to generation, and your name will be mentioned in that history. The fact that you came up with this decision for these children, and they're still going after 5 years, it means that God has to sustain it because of the sake of these children. If it wasn't because of the sustenance, God wouldn't be able to reach this far, because there was just, even you felt like it was worthless. Even you felt like investing your time and energy when there were no donors around was worthless. But you kept holding on. Don't give up. It's going to be tough. There are even tougher days to come. There are tougher years to come. There will be times that you'll have skill like that, even how to sponsor the next time. Don't give up. There's going to be new fruit. There's going to bring something tomorrow that even when you are old, these children will see you and say, this is the home that got me to where I am today. Even if you do not benefit your children, will benefit your children's children, will benefit anywhere the Lawrence made a mention. That the people will ask and say, that Lawrence made a familiar. They say Senator Lawrence children, they say yes. Somebody will explain or helping him to them because the Lawrence made a mention. Don't give up. This is the time for us to show love to the children of Great Bassa County. All of us that are here, it is the time for us to show love. The director just mentioned that we need just $150 per child. That $150 you forced to give it one day. You can get $25 today, you take it to the office, you write a name, you sign for it, meaning you have agreed to sponsor a child. Before you know it, in the next 6 months, you have paid that $150, but in your heart, you are very proud that you have been able to do something for a child to continue learning. This is the time today. Reach out to the director. Reach out to the foundation. Tell them I want to sponsor a child. I'm doing it because I'm sowing a seed for my children to come. I'm doing it because I'm sowing a seed for the generation to come. That history will remember me. That when they are calling the names of sponsor here during the 6th graduation exercise, my name will be mentioned. This is the time for you to show how much you love Great Bassa County. Forget the politics. We are talking about Nyonblee Cares Foundation. Don't attach nothing else to this foundation. This foundation is here to support young children who are in need. And we need each and every one of you here to be able to support them. Because when you support them and these children come up great tomorrow, you are proud of it. You can knock your chest and say, I'm a proud daughter of the soil. Or I'm a proud son of the soil. This is a moment for you. Take advantage of it. And I thank you all.
You are the backbone for this program. I must employ you. Through your support, the Spin School program have now had 10 grade students in Liberia. Thank you for being supported. Not forgetting our facilitators, you are the implementer of this program. Thank you for your patience, your commitment, your care. May God give you more knowledge. For 2023-2024 academic year, we started with one center, 33 students. The 33 students, 22 are female, 11 are male. Out of the 33 students, 5 students dropped. 3 students are female, 2 are male. We left with 28 students. It only 8 students, 19 are female, 9 are male. Therefore, Mr. Director, I am pleased to present to you your graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, your graduate.
Because the fact that children that never entered a classroom before can go to school and graduate, to go to the 1st grade and the 4th grade and 3rd grade is amazing. So I have a restaurant in Monrovia, but all my fish can come from Bassa. And I'm Bassa can grow cranky. But because the Bassa people can supply me crawfish and dry fish, I was manufacturing.
They're doing well. Yeah. So moving, we want to thank you so much for our commitment. I know some of the students already
authority. We are loved to be here because of business schedule they are here. We are proud of the work we are doing in our county and the county and the country at large. The government takes education serious, and that is going to build on the agenda of the government. And if you part of the government is addressing government, therefore, we want to congratulate you. We want to say a big thank you to the facilitators, because I've been a classroom teacher and I know what it means to take care of kids. So I would like for all of you to applaud our facilitators who have brought our kids too far. It is our prayer that this program continues. And in my way, Mr. Director, I was sponsored a kid. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We want to be grateful to every one of you that are here. We from the office of the Senator Weston Nyonblee, actually he should have been here, but yesterday he was here for the homegoing of our late superintendent, and he left urgently to receive a message. So he told us to come and represent him. My name is Judges Jacob Yapa, and for the office as the media and communication officer for him in Grand Bassa County. I will turn the map over to the county coordinator so that she can do the more explanation. And let me say again, thank you to every one of you. Senator Lawrence, we are highly appreciated for your work under the speaking. And in our mind, Grand Bassa will rise again when our leaders are together, putting their hands together for the forward march of our country and county. Let me turn the map over to the coordinator.
Good evening to all. Good evening, parents. Good evening. Honorable President, Nyonblee Karnga-Lawrence, platform guests, students, parents, and guardians. My name is A. Josephine Karnga-Lawrence, from the office of the Senator serving as county coordinator. Honorable Philip have sent a advice to the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation, and he has said to us that we should say to the kids, he loves you all so much, and we're going to pick up our gifts at the office between now and Tuesday. Each of you will receive our gifts. To make sure you receive the gifts. You know, I sat in my seat, and the only thing that moved me today was the praise and worship leader. Because I'm a praiser in my church, and she's ready. so much, and we'll pay a special visit to the office of the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation. And one quick one, my mom told me when we came up, the mother of the Protempore was the one that brought us. My mother is Elizabeth Baba. So, whenever I see the old mama, I see Mother Karnga, I'm like, wow, we are still moving. Despite our political differences, but oneness in any society, meaning of county, it makes a great nation. So to all of you students, I say congratulations to you. Today is not the last sports stop. God will protect you. He will guide you. To our guest speaker, you may not be. Grand Bassa County, we don't prioritize education. Most especially our mothers. She was explaining a story and I told her mother who told of us as a single parent. Today we are where we are today. Thank you so much. And I encourage the parents, forget about the too much African suits and the too much bags and earrings, and let us all focus on our children's education. Because education is the only greatest thing you can ever give our children or a group of children. And people can be saying in Grand Bassa County, oh, you send my child to school, like, oh, you're getting full money. Are you killing me? That is the greatest thing anyone can give a child. So thank you again, Lord Protempore, and thank you to all the community members and to the board member. Thank you so much.
Who was already above 10 years old, who have never ever been to school. Imagine if I told you that within 10 months' time, there is an initiative that can make that person learn how to read and write and learn how to do arithmetic, which means they can add, they can divide, they can subtract and multiply. Somebody who didn't even know ABC. If I told you that and you have never heard about this program, will you believe that? I don't think anybody will believe that, because the first time I ever heard about speed school, I didn't believe that that could work. Fortunately for me, I worked with Luminous Fund for 8 years. I was one of the persons who started the Luminous Fund program in Liberia. I was one of the persons who introduced this program to NYONBLEE CARES FOUNDATIon. And for the 8 years I was there, I can tell you, it works. These children here are a perfect example that it works. Some of the children that were here talking to you, they didn't even know ABC 10 months ago. They couldn't even spell their own name. But they are here doing recitations. They can open books, they can read 30 to 40 words per minute. That's unbelievable. So we need to applaud the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation for that. Can we do that? The foundation is for their consistency in running this program. I think you heard the director tell you how much it costs for one child to go through this program. So a classroom of 30 students will cost you $5,000 a year. And that includes feeding. You're not just educating them for 10 months, but you're feeding them every single day. Apart from their consistency in running the program, they have cracked something that even Luminous Fund is still trying to crack about this program. That is transition. Which means after 10 months, what happened to all these children? At Luminous Fund, after 10 months, Luminous goal is to transition them to the government school. So Luminous will pay for the first year of government school, which is average of $10 US. Luminous is going to pay that. That is all Luminous is able to do for transition. Because imagine Luminous is running over 5,000 students, right? But NYONBLEE CARES Foundation have cracked that. They say after the 10 months, we won't let the children there go to just go to government school or any kind of school. We'll find sponsorship for them. We'll make sure they continue. You listen to the facilitators saying we even have 10 readers now. So students who started not knowing anything, they are now in 10th grade. And they didn't yet get there. They got there through this program. And they got there through the new initiative of transition. This is why I'm so proud of the NYONBLEE Cares Foundation. I want to give a news to parents that are here and to everyone here. This is from the Ministry of Education. The ministry has recently partnered with Luminous Fund to pilot this program in government schools. And it's not for the actual program when it runs is for children who are out of school. But the pilot that we will be doing in government schools is to help age appropriateness, which means to help students go to the age, to the grade that they're supposed to go to based upon their age. Because it's like when we say you're 6 years old, so be in what grade? First grade. When you're 7, you should be in second grade, and so forth. But there are 80% of the Liberian students in elementary, they are above age, which means you can see 13-year-old in first grade, 15. There are some schools you even see 19 years old in first grade. So the objective of piloting the Luminous is to ensure that when we go to the government school, every child who is not in the appropriate grade based on your age, you will go to that program. And we will run you for 10 months and then transition you to the appropriate grade. This is a very serious program. We just ran the pilot for 15 classes. Now we got sponsorship from the World Bank and Luminous, and we'll be piloting over 100 classes in the next year. That's a great thing. Before I go, I know we had a business community here, and they were talking about 5 students. So everybody looking at it, well, I want to tell you, the business community, the money that in face business, so they can say 5. But let me commit myself to say that I'm going to take 2 of these students.
Thank you so much, please.
For this great enterprise. Educating people is a very great thing to do in this world. Most especially so for these young people. When you are educating these young people, you are empowering the country within the next few years. And so I want to say thank you very much. Let me also say thanks to the board of directors. And of course, I'm also a member of the board of directors of the NYONBLEE Foundation. Let me say thanks to the board and the executive director for the hard work. And then finally, to say the guest speaker, the message was very touching. And so thank you very much. Having said that, we are here to support this program. And so the executive committee of the Liberty Party, through the national chair of the Liberty Party, as you know, political parties should not only be there to seek for power, but political parties should be there to also contribute to the development of the country. And this is why the Liberty Party has decided to support this initiative. And so the party will be able to support 10 Smiths. Mr. President Smith has also informed me to tell you that as a citizen of Grand Bassa County, he is going to contribute $500 United States in support of the program. Thank you. As a member of the board of directors and also a citizen of Liberia, most especially here from Rancho County, I'm here to give my support on behalf of myself and my family. And so we will sponsor 4 students.
Put your hands together, put your hands together.
you for the job well done. To my brother, I say thank you. Again, I'm grateful for the Minister of Education, Bassa County branch. I work with the county education officer, so I love to be here because of some reason in Monrovia. So we say thank you very much for this program. And on behalf of me, Daniel K. Chair, and my family, I'm encouraged to see what is happening here today. I'm from NYONBLEE. I will also recommend to my protest and my senator that Buchanan City is not one Bassa. So that I'm appealing to you that this program is should be extended in our district, number 3C. Having said that, I have my own school. My school runs from APC to 12th grade, located in Buchanan community. I think we also have to give back to our community and to our people. And in doing that, the first thing we decided to do this year was to take 100 of our students out there to go and clean their community. When we started, somebody said, well, we can't go to the senator house. I said, no, we're not going to the senator house because we will be misinterpreted. People will say they are whether they got enough money for the senator. So we took them on the fairground to brush around the stadium, and we're there this on Friday, and they brush around the stadium to just prove to them that we need to volunteer in our own community as citizens. So, Madam Senator, in order to support this program, to tell you that you are from my home, and we do our best to support whatever you are doing, I will say here to you today, and you can send 3 of these students to my school. They will remain here free of charge for the Legislature 12th grade. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you.
NYONBLEE CARES FOUNDATIon
C-School program, and today we're part of the graduating class. So she's very happy, and she's come to say, oh, that's great. Oh, okay, my son is a winner of the C-School program. So she came to say thank you to the senator. Senator, thank you so much. All right, and so we move forward.
And these children performing what they have learned all in 10 months. And if I just sit there without coming out here to say anything, I'll be very ungrateful. Reason being, this woman who funded this program is my mother. And if I don't support her in any ways, I'll be ungrateful. I stand here today because
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
The former vice principal for instruction at the Dream School System. Presently, I am a teacher at the Lower Harleville Public School. I am one person that benefited from the ALP sometimes ago in 2000. I started at the age of 13 years on the ALP, and I am a BSc holder today. So saving money, I feel so motivated. And I said, if I don't have money, and I don't go out there to just get a word of encouragement, I will not be doing well. I have come to encourage you all that determination and effectiveness is equal to success. Sometimes ago I was told that I'm going to be over, but today I'm not beating over. I am ready on the chalkboard. Even though I am a future lawyer, I am interceding to God to make me to be that lawyer. But I have served as a class teacher for the past 18 years. I may not be able to say I'm supporting anyone because I lack financially capacitated, but I believe that the next academic year, one day I will come here to say I was responsible to do it.
University. Thank you so much. Okay, so the last people.
The Protocol President Protempore Nyonblee. I sat in my seat listening to the kids. I'm so happy for them. See our kids to stay here today to receive presentation. I'm so pleased. I'm so proud of you guys. I was just I was sponsored 2 students.
I own the window glasses business. I'm the CEO of the Divine Grace Liberian Business Center. And the project is my mother. So on behalf of my business, my family, and myself, we are the sponsor of one child. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Liberian Senate.
And a sponsor. I'm very happy that Mr. George Stewart, a few months ago, met with me and decided to take on the role as the director of the NYONBLEE CARES FOUNDAtion. Since that day, all of my burdens were over. We had a dynamic board, and I'm very grateful that things are moving smoothly without my intervention. Though in the past, it would just be me and Ruth having our day graduation because I would be so tired to even plan. So to the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation Liberian Board and the director and the staff, we want to say we are very grateful. We also want to say thank you to the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation USA Board. We have a board in America, they have 501c, they are doing very well. And when we hear about donors, we don't have institutions sending money to support this to our foundation. I sponsor most of the programs. And our foundation in the USA finds sponsors for our students. So when you go to the speed school program, it is free of charge. None of these parents pay any money. When you graduate from the speed school program and you have to go to regular school, then you know that you have to pay school fees. So all of the sponsors names I will call, majority of them are people in the US, Americans, we don't know, some Liberians, some family members, even
my own children. They pay that $150 for one child. If the school fee is less than $150, the foundation gives that balance money to the parent, for the parent to do something for that child to at least get refill or do something when they go to school. So no change comes to the foundation, and most of the parents know for that. I also want to say that the reason why I'm so passionate about sponsoring students or giving children the opportunity to learn is because from where they come from to where they will go with the potential, I am an example of that. And I will never forget, or I will always say this story when I have the opportunity to speak at a gathering where we are talking about education. So my father was 18 years old when he walked from the bush for 3 days to go to Zongo to start APC. I always say to him, if they take that first step to walk for 3 days, so that will be protect. Today I went and got a master's degree. When I became protect, and I drove in my father's yard, and I entered his office, he looked at me. And he started to sing. Tina protect when we not back when we are going to do marry. In China and Jay, one of them, they are not going to die when in back of point. Or you will come out that man, so they do what you also do wrong to school. Or the man, he won't want to get father 10 while they are on again. So Tina, yeah. That you, your children, and your grandchildren will read tomorrow. We are grateful for the sponsorship. We are grateful to African Dream because through the luminous fund, this idea came to us, and we were able to move it even beyond their expectation because we are the only group working on the transitional part that when the kids get in full grade, we transition them to 12th grade. I will say thank you to the Liberty Party and Jacob Smith for sponsoring over 10 students. That's a great help. I will say thank you to my old friend, for paying back for the fish and crawfish that she gets from here for her restaurant. That's all she's sowing a seed. We pray for eternity in our restaurant will prosper. I want to say thank you to our guest speaker for that inspiring message. That was great. And I know that our parents heard you well and they will prioritize and know how important education is. Thank you to the office of Senator Philip for coming and promising to put smiles on the faces of our children. And we look forward to that. So our STEM students who came here, I know this is a peaceful program, but what we've done in the STEM program is a director, we have to pick up that program and to work with it. To have 2 young men come from Grand Bassa County to go to Buchanan, chosen through a vetting process. For 1-year internship, they were given stipends to build robots that will go on the ocean to work, to look for oil and do other things, right? So they have raised that bar as technicians. Some of our STEM students are here in America, some of them are in Rwanda, so it's a big program. Also, we know that we are taking over some rural schools. We went to the SOS school had only 3 students. In 3 days, or to a week, the NYONBLEE Care Foundation recruited the students, and we are paying all the volunteer teachers there, and they have 103 students, right? A few days ago, we sent our team to ER Tottenham to do some assessment. They have over 100 students with only 1 teacher. So we are recruiting volunteer teachers to send them. And I in the foundation working here, they're talking to the director and say, these different things, so you can make sure that you put that in your plan, so we will be able to assist more students. So I will say thank you. I'm not going to sponsor any student. I give an annual contribution. I promised to the NYONBLEE Care Foundation that I will give them $5,000 every month. For how many months? 6. $5,000 US every month for 6 months to help with the program. I will wait. I will find more sponsors. I don't want to be behind the goal for sponsorship. And wherever you can reach, if my hand can reach that, I will help. But that's the kind of contribution I will make to the school. I want to say thank you that you're not doubling that number to 4 classes, because 4 classes will put up a lot more students. And the school, we can go in school building. We can go in the village as you said. 25 students on 1 kitchen for 10 months, we get the children to 4th grade. 25 students, even in a farm, for 10 months, just power chair, then they have a teacher there. After 10 months, the child can read, the child can write, the child is ready for 10th grade. So this is a great program. I want to appreciate you for taking it over. Before I say that, I think we have an honoring to do, right? I want to call on Ruth, you know. We started this program 7 years ago. We wanted to do 2 classes. We put out an announcement to recruit 50 students. We had applications for over 750 students. That tells you the needs for education. Ruth is the only teacher who remained with the program to today. For the 7 years we have this program. If I didn't pay Ruth, sometimes we might have paid for 2-3 months. If I knew I have to pay for payroll, I will not remember, but Ruth will never call. She will never come to the house. She will not go on no radio. I will remember, I say, Ruth, you know you're supposed to get paid. thought she had it, she didn't have it. It was just 2024 that we even put Ruth on a very good period. This is a woman who has passion for children, passion to educate them. She is dedicated, committed, what he gave her, anything like that. Sometimes she will tell me, say, we got it ready for the children, right? So I said, oh, what is peaceful? Is there money? She wouldn't need the money for the year to do her program. She had even said to me, the only thing I need now because I want to go to other places to establish a school, give me one more way. I said, but we were right on the way. She said, myself right on the way to go. So I'm here to honor her. Because what we are doing, we are building institutions. And we have people to manage those institutions. It will become legacies and we won't have to be here for the institution to remain. So with people like Ruth, our director and the board, we know that we build more institutions and we find people like these. The institution will be here and people will benefit from it, whether we are here or not, whether we are in government or not. So we're here today to honor Ruth, and I want to say to Ruth, tomorrow, we are going to win. Tomorrow I'm going to coming and we'll come with $500 as a cornerstone staff of the Speed School program from 2018 to 2025. Your diligence, humility, and commitment have made a profound impact, and it is with great honor that I present you with this award. Signed, Senator Nyonblee Karnga-Lawrence, the former of the NYONBLEE CARES Foundation.